Today we have Ted Evans, who is the Communications Coordinator with the Emergency Food Shelf Network. Welcome, Ted.
Thanks for having me, Georgia.
Ted, can you give us some information on your role with the organization and also explain to us what the mission is for the food shelf?
Yes, absolutely. I've been at the Emergency Food Shelf Network for 3 years now, and my role is really to brand the organization, communicate our mission, and to let people know that we're here for support and donations. So our mission is to provide essential food and support services to hunger relief organizations in Minnesota.
Okay, so how much of it have you seen an increase in need, or how much of a need is there out there for the food shelf?
Well, we all know that, the current economic times have been tough. The past year and a half has been extremely hard on a lot of families, and we've seen about 38% more visits in just 1 year that through our network. So donations are hanging in there, but the need is extremely high. Our network of food shelves and on-site meal programs and hunger relief programs have really been stretched thin.
Could you give us kind of an idea of who needs your services? The families that need it, or are there people that they're laid off, or what types of people will need the service?
Well, there is really no specific person that fits, a food shelf. Someone who needs help. It's not just an inner city problem. It's well outside of St. Paul, but there are many areas of St. Paul that need assistance. Seniors, we've seen 11% more seniors need help at our food shelves, and a lot of times, over half of the people, half of the visits at our food shelves are working. They're working families, working moms, working dads, trying to make ends meet, and the income's just not enough to pay rent, to pay their bills, and keep food on the table for their kids. So, so over 65% are families.
Okay. And then it's Minnesota Emergency Food Shelf Network. So what areas do you actually service? Is it just the metro, or is it the suburban area, or which areas do you actually service?
We service the 11 county Twin Cities metro area for basic food shelf on-site meal program service. And then our programs and our support are actually provided to 31 counties in Minnesota. So any organization out there that needs help providing food to neighbors in need, whether it's like the Dorothy Day Center in St. Paul, or Salvation Army on the east side, they are members of our network, and they communicate to us and say, we need this much more food, or here's the types of food we need, and they will order that from us, and we'll deliver it out to them.
Okay. So for funding, do you get funding, or how does the food shelf itself or the emergency network get stocked? How do they get their food?
It's a very good question. So there's 3 main ways that we get food. We get food donated through food drives. I'm sure you've maybe seen a food drive at your company or your religious organization. And then we also get food donated from manufacturers. They'll have an overstock or overrun, or maybe there's just a little less salt than they wanted in there. They will donate pallets of food to us, truckloads at times if we're lucky. And then we also work to purchase foods from wholesalers, and we'll buy that at best possible price and make that available to our food shelves so they can save money on what they're purchasing. And we can stretch on average, a food shelf can buy about 1 pound of food for 46 cents. And so we try to place the best value, but then we also prioritize on nutrition. And we want to make sure we're providing the healthiest possible foods to those in need. Low income people in poverty don't have access. The first thing cut out of the budget is fresh fruits and vegetables, but then pockets of St. Paul where there are what we call food deserts, that maybe folks with limited transportation cannot get to a grocery store, they're forced to go to their convenience store and buy the high saturated fatty foods. And so we really emphasize fresh, quality, nutritious product whenever possible.
Okay. So do you have a certain person, like a food coordinator, that says these are the types of foods that we need, or is there like a list that people get when they donate where they can figure out what they can donate?
Absolutely. I mean, if someone wanted to set up a drive, someone watching today wanted to set up a drive, they can go to emergencyfoodshelf.org and find a list of foods that are needed. If they have a goal of 15 to 20 grocery bags, we will work with them to help provide collection to containers, come pick it up, and help them. We want to make it as easy as possible for those donating to encourage them. And then we also have we have a purchaser on hand that purchases food that the food shelves want and need specifically.
Oh, okay.
And then he also purchases for specific programs to get specific foods. Being that it's November, I mean, we're all thinking about, we've got Thanksgiving on the brain, so we have a program that helps families during Thanksgiving, and so he's purchasing frozen turkeys, some of the traditional Thanksgiving meal items, right down to the pie that we're making available to families through our network for the holiday.
Okay, and then the turkeys and the meat, the bigger items, those are coming from like the money donations that you're getting? Is that where
correct.
that comes from?
Yep,
Okay.
so we'll purchase those turkeys at best possible price. We're actually working, so we're purchasing the turkeys at best possible price through our general donations.
Okay.
In our Baskets of Hope program, we ask the community out there to provide, every $30 donation, every $30 gift can provide a family of 8 with all the fixings, turkey right down to the pie, fresh fruits and vegetables, canned items, and potatoes even. I mean, so it's a huge value for just a $30 donation that we're able to stretch at.
Okay. So do you have any events or anything out of the normal that's coming up with the Emergency Food Shelf Network? Do you
Well, I guess keep an eye out for our Baskets of Hope program because, we do a donation or a distribution this month. So we need donations this month to help as many families as possible. And if someone out there watching today needs help, they can go to their local food shelf and their food shelf can sign them up for Baskets of Hope.
Okay.
They would have to get transportation to get to New Hope, where our facility is located, but we absolutely serve anyone, the bus system can get over there if they don't have transportation.
Okay.
But folks willing to donate can donate in December as well. We do another distribution during the December holiday season.
Okay. So Baskets of Hope program. Explain that a little more. What is that?
Well, we started it about 5 years ago because, food shelves in the area they try to do what they can during the holidays, but all of our budgets are tight, and especially the individual food shelves in our neighborhoods are stretched so tight that we took over providing the holiday fixings. And so we said, well, let's fundraise specifically for this holiday program. Let's call it Baskets of Hope, and we will hand out holiday meals with the turkey, all the fixings for families in need that are in trouble. And so we kind of took that over, and really our network refers people that need help to us, and then we distribute them.
Okay.
So we're fundraising, we're doing the fundraising, purchasing, and then helping distribute through our network.
Okay. Can you give us information on where you're located or contact information, website, phone number for people to have?
Yes, we are in New Hope.
Okay.
Our address is 8501 54th Avenue North in New Hope. If you're not sure where that is, that's nestled in the Northwest Metro outside of Minneapolis. But so if someone would like to donate, they can go to emergencyfoodshelf.org.
Okay.
There's also many programs that I haven't even had a chance to touch on outside of Baskets of Hope. There's a Fair for All program that people can learn about and actually purchase frozen meats and fresh fruits and vegetables
Okay.
at almost half off grocery store prices.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
So you
Okay.
can get that through that emergencyfoodshelf.org.
Okay.
If someone wants to, our phone number is 763-450-3869.